pain. For this Glock, I cannot say the same. My 40 just like 40 is the Drake. In the studio with no debate. I'm way too big to minimize the hate. Before I change, I'd rather amputate. This blade I got was meant to trouble snakes. Glock with me, so it's a double date. I feel these haters trying to get to me. I spin they block like wheels. How you been dealing with all of that negative energy? I just accumulate bills. Sign on the dotted. Fuck your feelings, it's erotic. Primitive, how I do it, never plotted. Limited time on earth, I've been allotted. Ain't no limits on the card, ironic. Damn. I don't got rappers that want it with me, man, they study on me, I got stands. How you went told all your brothers you gang them when police came you to the stand? Why I sell all on my pants, but won't be raising no hand. You told everything, but that wasn't the plan. Your daddy a bitch, wasn't raising no man. My daddy a gangster, he would've disowned me. I couldn't look in the mirror, so ain't nothing realer about you. Your life like a Hollywood theater. This rap game is full of some weirdos. Y'all need to off yourself, go get a therapist. Can fuck with them, tell them I'm arrogant. You ever try fuck with some American? It's gonna get you killed. One thing about me, when they hit you. About music when they hit you.
Alright, to my knowledge, I've sent all the pre-order texts. I texted for 8.5 hours yesterday. It took forever. Some people that have Android phones, it's not going through. If you didn't get the link, just double text that number. I've been sending like a screenshot of it if they're not getting the text message. But yeah, send them out or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I just want to say I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. Got so many dope messages, and I'm just really grateful around this time of year, thinking about, you know, how the music has been a part of people's lives. And I hope that this tape is just really special to the people that get it. I put so much good music on here. It's gonna be the best $100 you've ever spent, I promise. What's funny about the tape is that I literally have a story behind. I can remember every single record on there, like where I was at, the situation surrounding it when I made it. Maybe I'll share more of those as time goes on. But like the clip I just posted today on my page, I was in, me and Wolf were working on Yellow with Black Sheep 2. We were in 2 separate studios that were next to each other. I like set mine up on a piano in the other room. And he was working on a record. He comes in, he's like, dude, this record I'm working on is so hard. I'm like, nah, this one that I'm working on is super hard. And I play it for him, and he's just like, holy fuck, dude. He's like, this is violent. I don't know if I can do this. And I was like, oh man, like, that's what Yellow with Black Sheep makes me think of, is like aggressive ass music. But I don't know, it's just a little too violent for his taste. So I put it on the album, and I got a skit of Yellow Wolf coming in and talking about it on the song. So another record on the album's called Turn the Other Cheek, and it was toward the tail end of me and Anonymous working on Cadillac Music. And for some reason, I just didn't feel like it fit Cadillac Music. And then when I got the mix back from Tasty for the $100 mixtape, I was just like, man, this record is incredible. I actually might end up shooting that one and putting it out on my YouTube. I'm trying to pick like one record off the tape that I release on YouTube just to give people that didn't get it a glimpse. But it's just one of these records that just feels like wintertime. It's talking about social climate and the economy and just what it's like being a human right now. And it's one of the best songs I've ever made. I'm honestly kind of mad I didn't put it on Cadillac Music. But you know, when I'm making albums, I just got to listen to that calling of like what I feel like fits the whole thing. So much good shit on it. That's what's cool about these mixtapes, is that it almost feels like a poetry book to me, in the way that everything doesn't have to go together. Like when I'm working on an album, I really want it to be cohesive and records to complement each other, and there not to be too much of one sound on the album. And with the $100 mixtape, I just release any feelings of like what should go together, and I just give you all of this music that I've been working on the last 2 years. And so it just touches a lot of different moods. Like that clip that I posted today is called Murder Music. That is night and day compared to Turn the Other Cheek or Quiet Storm Freestyle or TikTokers with Diamond Testers. That like the tracks are just kind of all over the place, but it just gives you this more comprehensive vibe of the type of music that I be making in the same time period.
Commitment. Unless a man is fully committed.
Alright, I don't know. Android phone's not getting the text, so if you got an Android, just shoot me a DM, because That's like those are the phones I've had the most issue with. I don't know if it's my phone freaking out because I sent 3,000 texts or what, but shoot me a DM. I got y'all on the link. Homies messaged me while I was in the gym in response to my getting married post, and he was just like, dude, this is a dope example to follow. There's too many of these like alpha male dudes out here. And I just wanted to speak on that real quick. I just want to say unapologetically that nothing is pussier or lamer than these so-called alpha male dudes that have fucking taken over podcasts that are just pushing young men to be like self-serving, like the fresh and fit dudes, be unfaithful to your woman. Your woman should be okay with you cheating on you. Your girl should be subservient. This whole dialogue that ultimately comes down to just being self-serving piece of shit. I hate it, and I'm gonna explain why. This is just not what men should aspire to be. Like, think about your own family. Would you have rather your dad been a committed, loyal husband and put you and your mom before his own needs, or would you have rather your dad been a playboy piece of shit that wasn't in anybody's life, that just put himself first? What the fuck are these people talking? What do you respect in this life? In this life, I respect men that are loyal, that put their family before anything, men that are fucking savages and could go do whatever the fuck they want if they wanted to, and they sacrifice that desire to be good husbands, to be good fathers. That's how you create a good family unit. And at no point in my life was I more unhappy than when I put myself before my family or my woman, or just, other people's needs that I cared about. Putting yourself first actually leads you to be the most happy and brings the most problems in your life. From experience, there's nothing that's made me more at peace than having a partner that I'm really in love with and committing to them and knowing that they're committed to me. That's how you build a really fulfilling life. And that's how you build the foundation for an amazing family. And I just don't understand these like dudes that get on podcasts and say with their whole chest that they're always going to cheat on a woman or they're not meant to be monogamous. No, you're just a self-serving piece of shit and you don't want to sacrifice any aspect of your life. And that's why you're going to be fucking 50 and alone and miserable and you can't trust the women in your life. None of that shit makes sense. Nothing pisses me off more than the fresh and fit dudes, the Andrew Tates of the world. And I know people defend Andrew and be like, well, sometimes he talks about having a woman. No, he doesn't talk about putting the people in his life before his own desires. Period. It would have made me miserable growing up if I knew that my dad wasn't committed to my mom and was a cheating, lying piece of shit and was only out for himself. One of the things I'm most grateful for my dad, in all his flaws, everything in his life, is that he really loved my mom. And he set a really good example of what it means to have a partner and to be committed to them. Story short, if you would have preferred your dad to be loyal and committed and put your mom and your family before himself, but you're not willing to do that, you're a fucking idiot. Fucked one of those stories up. At the end, I said, putting yourself first actually leads you to be the most happy. What I meant was the most unhappy. Putting yourself first leads to all the problems in your life because you become self-serving, pleasure chasing. You're the most happy when you're disciplined, you're committed, and you sacrifice for the people in your life that you love, just to be clear. I hear guys complain all the time about the types of women that are out here, and I gotta say my hot take on the topic is that it's the guy's fault. Because there are plenty of great women out here that would be committed to somebody that's committed to them, that's committed to creating a great life, being a great husband, being a great father. The problem is a lot of guys want that before they're even somebody to be respected. If you turn yourself into somebody that would be a great husband, a great father, there are plenty of dope women out here. Like, my fiance's circle of friends is full of dope women that I respect. And like, the problem is that there's not enough guys that are really committed to that vision of being great husbands, great fathers. Like, turn yourself into that. You're not going to have any issue finding a great wife.